So you are stuck in a rut. You feel unmotivated to do anything, you waste a lot of your time, and even if you did find the motivation to get started, you struggle to keep going. Well, we'll all be there sometimes, but after I've been in the same spot countless of times, I've actually discovered 3 simple steps I follow to quickly get out of a rut every single time I'm in one. And in this video, we'll discover why you get stuck in a rut in the first place, the 3-step process you can follow to quickly get out of it, as well as how to avoid getting stuck in a rut in the first place. So imagine you find yourself in a maze with very high walls. And every day you walk down the maze, hitting dead ends from time to time, and slowly feeling more and more hopeless about finding an exit. You see, this maze is actually a pretty good representation of why we sometimes get stuck in a rut. We chase a goal, seem unable to reach it, we're just like hitting that end of the maze. We repeat the same daily routine day after day, we're just like walking down the same path of the maze until it drains us. And sometimes we lack goals and direction in our life, which is like having absolutely no clue on where to go next. All until we partially give up, sit down on the floor, and move into the so-called rut, we're feeling stuck and lost. So the first step we have to take is all about getting up and starting to walk again. And this in the best case scenario with an action that is the simplest possible to get started again, while also being an action that actually helps us to get out of a rut. And for me personally, by far the best action, and also something I often neglect while being in a rut, is to clean my environment. Fold away your clothing, delete some files on the PC, wash the dishes, which might seem super basic, I know. But it's exactly the first simple step needed to get up, start walking, and see a clearer path moving forward. And once we have done this, then we can take a little bit more drastic measures and move on to step number 2. You see, what most people do now is to first reflect and think about their goals and direction. And only once they feel 100% certain to have found the right path, they keep walking. All until they hit another dead end and start the same process all over again. And I used to do exactly that, but only when I first tried to break out of my mental state of lethargy and doubt. That's when I truly learned how to get out of a rut quickly. And that's why once my environment is clean, I start to do one uncomfortable action a day for at least 3 days. Going for a run while pushing myself to the limits, taking a cold shower in the morning, or doing anything else that feels challenging. And once I've done this, it helps me to regain my power and determination, break out of my previous mental state, and also gives me more clarity about how to move forward, which then allows you to move on to the 3rd step that will help you get out of the rut completely and also help you avoid getting stuck in a rut in the future. Because setting clear goals and having a clear direction is still crucial, but only when we're setting the right type of goals. And many people, including myself, set goals that I think are actually pretty bad for you and cause you to come into those ruts. Because what I used to do is set goals that are very specific. For instance, to grow this YouTube channel. The problem though is that A, a big part of this goal is outside my control, and B, if I don't reach this goal, I hit a dead end and go back to a rut. But after reading the book Atomic Habits by James Clear, I started to focus almost entirely on 2 very different types of goals that have actually helped me. The first type of goals is centered all around the person that I would like to be. For instance, I would like to be a person that always supports others. I would like to be a person that's fit and healthy. And I would like to be a person that has a great character. And focusing on these type of goals helped me to have direction, helped me to make better decisions, and they are entirely under my control. Maybe I mess up, but it's something I can change on the next day. And this way, I never really hit a dead end. But we still need the second type of goals to keep momentum rolling. Because these type of goals are focused on the next 10 meters of the maze of life. Meaning, at the end of the day, I ask myself, what are the 1 to 2 main things that I would like to focus on for the next day? And that's it. Because of course there are moments in life when I feel doubtful and a bit lost, but like this, instead of sitting down, setting 1 to 2 main things for the next day help me to keep walking. And remember, everybody can be happy in the happy times, but a The true showmanship of your real character is how quickly you can snap back from the ruts and the difficulties in life that are inevitable. And by following those 3 simple steps, by following your path, I'm really sure that you can get out of any rut more quickly. Thank you for watching. I hope this was valuable.